Broadcasting.
Hey everybody, welcome to You Never Know, hosted by Arwen Lynch. That's me. Thanks for joining me. Tonight we're just going to be doing a hodgepodge, really, of who I am, what I do, and I may be doing some readings at the end, and we'll just see how that all goes. I see some people that I know down in the chat room, so hi y'all. I am Arwen Lynch, repetitive, but I style myself a professional joy seeker. And every day, if you follow me, you will hear me say or see me say, seek joy, y'all. And I really mean it. I've been reading tarot since 1980-81. It was right in the month of December that I had my first reading. It was actually by my friend Kate, who I believe is in the chat room right now. So you can blame her for all of this. She started it. We started reading with the Thoth deck, and Kate gave me a deck because I thought it was really cool, right? This was a few years ago. But the Thoth deck didn't speak to me the way it spoke to Kate, and I thought, well, I'm no good at this. So it took me another year or two to find a deck that I worked with that really connected with me up here. And that's, if you want to be a reader, that's what you need to find. Don't worry so much about which deck is the right deck. Find the deck that speaks to you. And then you're going to be going really well, because the minute you've got something that speaks to you, your voice comes out. And you'll hear me talk a lot about voice because I'm also a writer. I'm a published fiction author. My best friend Kay and I write as Mary Lou Mann. And you can find us online by just searching Mary Lou Mann with 2 N's. We're pretty easy to find. We write naughty books. So if you like paranormal with a heavy slice of naughty, check it out. We do some contemporary as well. Let's see what else we need to talk about in the beginning. I'm Southern, in case you couldn't tell. I know it's hard to tell with my accent that I might be from New York, but I'm not. This is my first show as a host on Penn, so I'm really excited about it. I want to say thanks to Eric and everybody in the Penn family for having me on and joining the Mistresses of Monday. It's kind of a big title to live up to. I'll need a whip and some really cool boots. Or is it not that kind of mistress? Well, we never know. So what I want to find out tonight is, what are y'all looking for? What do you want from a show with me? You can tell me in the chat room. You can email me at readings@tarotbyarwen.com. And let's talk about what you want. I'm going to have authors on. I'm going to be doing readings for their characters. I have a line on with a really fabulous paranormal author who is thinking about coming on. She's not used to Skype, so we'll have to do some test runs with her first. But we have so many different ways we can go, right? We can go to Arwen talks about writing, Arwen talks about tarot, Arwen talks about whatever the hell she wants to. Oh, that's right, I can cuss. So I'll let you, the audience, help me decide what we're going to do. Tonight, we'll talk a little bit about the writing. I do want you to know about the writing because I use tarot for writing. So I have an e-course to show you how to take the hero's journey a la Joseph Campbell, couldn't think of his last name, and Christopher Vogler, who is a contemporary writer who has also taken the hero's journey as done by Joseph Campbell and translated it for writers. And I've used both of their work and translated it through tarot. And I've got a 33-day course right now that shows up in your inbox every morning and shows you step by step how to do this and how to finish your book. I've got some folks using it for NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. And we have a lot more now. We have National Crochet Month, National Knit Month, National Art Journal Month. Lots of folks doing national stuff. So, but my course, you can find it at bit.ly 33write. That's WRITE. So, if you're interested in it, go check it out. If you're not interested in it, go check it out. What can I say? Do you want to learn how to read tarot? Do you want like lessons where I have another tarot reader on and we talk about how to learn tarot, get you involved? Is that what you're looking for? So there's a lot of things that we can do, right? Now somebody says they can't see me, the video. Reload, Evan, reload. Monkey says reload. But I would love to share with you how I read. I do it on an intuitive level. I'm not a by-the-book tarot reader. I'm not a by-the-book much of anything, to be honest with you. So I look at cards and what's the story they tell me? And then I give that to my client. I'll tell people that I am a tarot conversationalist, and that's what I think of as tarot. It's telling the story that the cards tell me, and then I give that to my clients. And I read via Skype, I read over the phone, I read in person. I don't always read with my hands like this. They're talking about me in the chat room that I do have quite a few decks. I have almost 300, not 11,000. So if you have a favorite deck or want to see a deck, let me know. If I have it, I can pull it out and show it to you on the next chat that we do. And I'll be doing these every Monday night. That is your only warning. So what do you need from me? That's my question for you in this first 10 minutes of me babbling at you. Like I said, I will have guests on so that we have a little more interaction. Want to learn? If you go to my website, you can sign up for a newsletter. I send it out once a month, and yes, I do send it out more than once a month sometimes if I want to tell you something like, hey, I'm going to be on the internet, so like I did yesterday. Probably won't do that every week. I expect that y'all know when a Monday is, so I won't need to, tell you it's Monday again. But want to learn? Go sign up for my newsletter. You get a free ebook. It's about 30 pages. It has 3 different things: how to do a tarot journal. It talks about how to intuitively learn tarot, and it's how I teach tarot. It's a morning and night kind of lesson, and it's how you learn the cards based on how you see symbols, and then you layer in other stuff on like what the card really means. One of the things I always tell people when you're trying to learn tarot, it's really important to understand that just like a commercial on TV, just like a political spin, symbols in the tarot are different for you and I. I may think dogs are absolutely fabulous, and if a dog shows up in the card, to me that means good times, happy times, friends, love, companionship. To a friend who's been bitten by a dog, it may mean terrifying, scary, nightmarish creatures. So you have to work with what your symbols are. You see what I'm saying? So that you can bring in what tarot is. That's how you integrate what you see in the cards, what the universe brings in, and how you bring it out. So that's how I teach tarot. What else can we talk about? I know I have a new deck to show you. So I'm going to switch my screen so I can actually see what I'm seeing. That'll be better. Oh, I just minimized myself. That was not good. Okay, so this deck is by Schiffer. I love Schiffer. Let me just put it out there. I like tarot. I know, crazy. But some of my favorites are Schiffer, Llewellyn, and of course, U.S. Games. U.S. Games is the big daddy of the tarot world in my book. They are the ones with the Rider-Waite. They are the Thoth. They have so many amazing decks. So let's talk about the one from Schiffer, and it is the Blue Cat Tarot. Now, Blue Cat, and if you're familiar with cats, you immediately know this is a Siamese. Beth Salonen, I think that's how you say her name, also has done the Dream Raven Tarot. She's done quite a few little tarot decks that are super cute. And I love the Dream Raven. It's very colorful. It's very interactive. I tend to like colorful decks. I don't like decks that are, I guess, dingy. Like the Thoth deck. It's too dark to me. It doesn't have a lot of pop. But let's look at this deck. Yay! I love looking at decks. First, the back. One thing I like is it is reversible. Some decks don't give you a reversible back, and so you always know if a card's upside or down or not. This one you don't. Reversals are something we'll talk about down the road and kind of chat about that a little bit. If you're talking to me in the chat room right now, I can't see. I'm not ignoring you. Well, I am actually, but I don't mean to. But let's take a look at this. Today's card actually on my Facebook page was this lovely Queen of Feathers. Now, Beth has renamed each card. This one is one of the swords. Feathers are swords here. And we have a really beautiful little cat. She's got her sword here, the butterfly here. And very, I'm not an art person, so I don't know if it's surreal or what the type of drawing is. But it's a very neat deck in that, like we said, did I repeat myself? They're all cats. It's all the same cat, basically. We have the Lovers. So we have two cats, obviously not the same cat, but Siamese, and they're curled up, their little tails making the heart. And it's a very simple style. When you're picking your tarot deck, you're going to see decks that are like the Gaian, which is more realistic. It's almost like a photo, right? That's the Emperor of the Gaian, or the Builder is what Joanna has renamed him in this deck. That's actually my primary reading deck, but I read with a lot of other decks. Tonight I'm going to be working on the Blue Cat. Let's take another one. Oh, balls. No, but here is the Six of Balls, and it's a playful suit. It's the cups, it's the fun, it's the having some good times, I believe. No, they're pentacles. I'm wrong. I just really like this deck. Here's her Two of Feathers. Even the cat's even got the little Mission Ninja style blindfold. And I will say the craziest things. My analogies come out of I do not know where. Even I'm like, what did I say? It's all good. But one of the nice things about this deck, besides the fact that it has a stellar little white book, right? And that thing is solid. Can you see that? That is not a pamphlet. That's a book. Is the box. I admit it. I like boxes a lot. Look. Isn't that cool? It's magnetized. So it does this, and then you can't shake it out. It's a great, oh, sorry, now I'm going to drive myself crazy opening and closing a box. But it's a really nifty trick to have this little box. When I first got my first Schiffer deck, I was impressed by that. Schiffer does some of the other decks they do are the Mary L. Tarot, Inner Realms, really different decks. You can't say that they have a style, really, because they really vary as to what kind of decks they do. And then I'm looking again because I like pictures. Pictures are pretty. Do another one from the Gaian. That's the Hermit. Is he not amazing? The Hermit is supposed to evoke learning and going inside with yourself and focusing on what you need to learn more than the outer world. It's more inner stuff going on for you. And this deck really hits that for me. I've lost my little thing. You never know what Aaron might say. That's so true. Oh, Terry had to leave. So sad. So going back to writing, because I am Aquarius rising, so I do bounce around. I found a quote. It's a quote I really like. And so if you're a writer, I want you to hold this thought in your head. Writing is easy. All you do is sit staring at a blank sheet of paper until drops of blood form on your forehead. Now, the guy that said that died the year before I was born. His name is Gene Fowler. He was a journalist. He said a couple of other pretty interesting things about it's a good thing to have a warm enemy because they will, what did he say? It keeps your mind from rusting. So, interesting. But he was a journalist with a writer, and he talked about wasn't good at sales, so he had to make what he sold easy. Really bizarre kind of guy. But if you're a writer, the point of writing is telling the story as you know it, not as you think you should tell it. I think that's where a lot of us get tripped up. The point of writing is telling the story as you know it, as you hear it. Tell it from your voice. That's what makes it good. There really are only a handful of stories in the world. We just keep retelling them. And I think that's really important to understand that your voice is what makes your story miraculous. It's what makes your story amazing. What's the hardest thing about getting started either as a writer or a reader? Interesting answers there. And Monkey found the quote, everyone needs a warm personal enemy or two to keep him free from rust in the movable parts of his mind. So, yeah. For me, that's a little, it's funny to me, but I shy away from it because of my whole drive for seeking joy. And so we're going to spend a little time talking about how to do that. I have people tell me they think that I am just a cockeyed optimist. Okay, I can handle that. I do try to have pretty thick rose glasses on, and I try to filter my own grumpiness into joy. Don't always succeed. Y'all, I work in tech support. That's what I do during the day. And it is a rare person that can stay happy and calm when you're doing tech support, because it can be very frustrating. But I work at it. And I have folks that we like to call ourselves the Joy Patrol. And we're always seeking joy. And it's a little tiny thing. When you seek joy, to me, it's not about winning the lottery. Yeah, that's joyful. Heck yeah. But it's more about seeing a cat find an ice cream cone that somebody else dropped, and the cat's joy from getting the ice cream cone. You know, a kid's laugh as they see a bird. Those are the little pieces of joy that I think everybody should follow. Everybody should gather up. And the more you do, I tell people that joy snowballs. You know, the more you grab, the better off it is. Oh, you can also have a cup that says Seek Joy, lipstick optional. And that helps remind me too to focus on the positive, find the fun where the fun is. I'm very lucky to work with some really funny people, and we cut up sometimes, so that keeps us going. Now let's look and see what else we're going to do. I guess we might as well do some readings. I'm here, you're here, why not? Now, I don't know how you call in, so I'm hoping that the magic, look at the Magic Pen Network go. Oh, even with little dashes. The Pen Network is really awesome. And just so you know, the Pen Network is a Yeti. It's true.
And his trainer.
I've seen him. And his trainer. I have not met the trainer yet. I hear she is awesome. So if anybody's brave enough, what I'll be doing is little short readings. I'll be doing like 3-card readings, so they're not real extended.
Hi, Arwen.
This is Arwen.
Hey, Arwen, this is Tidal. How you doing?
Hi, Tidal. And y'all, I know Tidal, so I'm really excited Tidal called in. Yay! He's one of my favorite sillies.
Arwen.
So are we going to do
I'm working on NaNoWriMo.
Ooh. Well,
I wonder if you'll pull me a card and give me some direction.
Yeah, let's. Do you want me to look at your character or you? You want me to do a reading for your character?
Yes.
Okay. Now, all I need you to do is tell me the character's first name and what genre
Libby.
you're writing in. Libby? Okay.
Chick lit.
And what genre would you say this is? Chick lit. Yay.
Yes.
Let's see what the Blue Cat Tarot has to tell us. So the first card for Libby, we're going to talk about her ordinary world. Oh, her ordinary world, this is the Page of Fishes. This is the Page of Cups. And what we have here is a really interesting young woman. And I do think she's a little younger than acting. She may be outwardly a different age, but internally she's very fresh, very young, and looking for love. She's really... I think she's got her heart out on her sleeve and she lives heart forward. She's not one of those people that's, she probably gets hurt more because she loves more. One of those kind of women.
True.
And really focused on what's in front of her, but she may be missing what's behind her. There may be somebody else in her world who is a little more of a spark. And the reason I say that is, look how she's focused on this little fish, but back here, the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is going to bonk her on the head if she doesn't pay any attention. So we're going to look at... Oh, and look what pulls her out of her ordinary world, looking for love. Now, what makes her push, makes her try to jump out of that ordinary world? The magician. Somebody comes in and shows her what she can do and how she can change things and how she can change herself. She may be a bit of a magician herself. She may be a bit of a... what you see isn't maybe what you actually get. And so part of her journey may be learning how to have the inner outer and the outer inner so that when somebody meets her, she doesn't have to go through the whole magical reveal. She can just be herself. And strength comes up as the next card.
Ooh.
But strength is a great card for a female character. Strength used to be called fortitude. Libby's focus is going to be Libby's downfall and Libby's reward. So the more she's single-minded focused, man, she's like a dog on a bone when she gets on something. You cannot rip her off of it. That single-mindedness is going to be very helpful to her. There's going to be a lot of character development, but you may find it also a way to trip her up. When she's focused on the perfect pair of shoes and the perfect guy walks by. That kind of, you split her focus. So she looks like a really interesting character, but love and learning how to reveal who she really is, I think, are going to be the keys.
Well,
So
I
how
love
did
your
character?
show. Thanks so much. I love that deck. It's gorgeous. Your show. You're fabulous on TV, buddy. You should have done this years ago.
Please.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie. And if anybody else, let's see where we are. Okay. Does anybody else want to call in and just get a quick reading? You don't have to be writing. We can do it on you. We can do it on just about anything. I'm seeing lots of familiar friends and faces in the reading room, so really nice to see y'all there. I see my friend Salty. I didn't see Salty in there. Awesome. Nobody else is brave enough to call in? Aw. Aw. I don't bite hard. Yes, I can show them longer, Kate. What? Is that not quick enough? Some people's
Hello.
Aries. Hi.
Hello.
Hi there. Let me grab the cards here. And who am I speaking to?
My name is Lila.
Hi, Lila. How are you?
I'm good, actually. I was trying to reach Arwen, actually.
You did. Is this my friend, Lila?
This is correct.
Hi, darling.
I'm
This
confused.
This is me. What do you want to read
Yeah.
on? Do you have a specific question?
Basically, there's just some stuff that's going on at work right now, and I'm just wondering what's going on with that.
Okay. Let me get the cards going, and then I'm going to pull 3 and start from there. Now, the first card is going to be, and Lila, if you can mute your computer that on the left-hand side under the chat window, then we won't hear ourselves after ourselves. So, Lila, your first card is interesting. It's the 5 of balls, which is the 5 of coins, the 5 of pentacles. And you see the cat with the crutch, and there's some worry going on at work. There's some fear of displacement. There's some fear of job loss, fear of not being able to advance, fear of losing. This card is very often a card I associate with a little match girl. And the little match girl gives until she has nothing left for herself. So you may be in a situation where you feel like you're really putting yourself out there, giving your all, and not getting a lot of payback from it. And it's a lot of... The key to this one is that you need to ask for the help you need to ask for. And I don't know what that is or who that is, but there's somebody that you could turn to and say, I need you on this. And so I think you may be putting yourself out further than you may need to. And so you may want to look around and see who you can pull in. Now, the thing that's going to help you at work, the Chariot. And here we have a very funny Chariot card. The cat has knocked the plant off. And again, it's a focus card. Again, it's a card of going somewhere. The Chariot is about mastery, Lila, and it is about understanding self and understanding how to focus yourself. Right now, part of what's going on at work, you're also kind of divided on how you're doing this. Part of you is like, I have to fix this, and part of you is like, F it. Oh, you can fill in the F. Freak, frack. I would never say that other word. And, but your help is to pull yourself back together and pull yourself back on track. You're trying to do 2 things right now. It's almost like you're trying to do your job and somebody else's job because they're not. You know, so you may want to focus on that. You don't need to do more than your job. Your job's probably plenty. And if you've got somebody slacking, round them up and head them in the right direction. And if that's out the door, that's out the door. But head them in the right direction. Now the hinder card, Miss Lila. It is the 10 of feathers. You see this kitty, all the feathers poking in the poor little kitty, all the feathers. jabbed into the kitty. You know what that is?
No.
It's the card. It's the card of the poor me. I just have to do this because nobody else is going to do it. It's the card of the long-time martyr. Knock it off. Live by the hit by the bus theory. And it's one I've had to implement in my own life. If I got hit by a bus tomorrow, who would do the work that I do right now? Somebody. Somebody would step up and do it. They may not do it just like I do it, but they would do it. So quit taking on everybody else's stuff. This where you're doing more than your share. You're not doing them a favor. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It does
So
indeed.
quit cleaning up after their messes and let them fail. They may have to hit bottom and bounce, or hit bottom and crawl. But either way, it's not your issue. You need to focus on Miss Lila.
All righty.
Okay. Okay, sweetie. Thanks
you.
for calling in. Bye.
Bye.
Do we have another victim?
Not yet.
Oh, well. Okay, I guess I'll just have to talk bad about somebody. Let me see who's in the chat room. Who can I talk bad about? Oh, no, Monkey, you don't have to call. Since Monkey's at work, Monkey and I work together. That's ATX Hellcat. Oh, wait, do we have somebody call in?
Yes, we
Who
did.
do you think it is?
No clue.
Oh, come on.
I have no voice recognition.
Really? Come on, Arwen, it's Vic.
And I don't think I've talked to you before. Are you from Kansas?
Oh, hell no. Tennessee, dear.
Pajama?
No.
I
Other
don't
side
know.
of Tennessee.
I don't know who it is. Oh my God! Chris just threw you under the bus. I can't hear. It's my friend Vic. So, what's your question, baby?
Oh, hell. Am I finally going to get off these meds?
Okay. Now, you know, bad child, I'm not a good health reader, but we'll go see.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and Kate, it's, the suits are, let me tell Kate real quick, because she asked what the suits were in this little deck. The suits are, yes, I'm looking at the book. No, I can't remember. Feathers. Plants are wands. Feathers are swords. Fishes are cups. And balls are pentacles. And I just like to say balls. Okay, Vic. Your first card is the devil. You will get off those meds, but here's the problem. Are you addicted to the idea of having to take them? How much of a crutch are you making them? Now, you and I know that you don't like them. You want to get off of
I hate them.
But something in your head may be going, I need these, I have to have these. You may have to have a talk with self about what you really need and what's really right for you. And some of us have to take medicine. I take medicine. I'll have to take it for the rest of my life, most likely, because of my diabetes. Yes, I have the diabetes. But let's look at what's going to help and what's going to hinder. Because right now, the devil is about overdoing, indulging in stuff that you know is not good for you. Doing the things that you know don't make it any better. Salt. What's going to help? The Nine of Pentacles. That's a really great card. This card is the card of the successful person, the person who balances life and work. Right now, you need to do a little bit more balancing. And y'all, I know Vic. So Vic and I are really good friends. So I know some extra stuff about this. So this isn't like psychic stuff that I'm doing here. I happen to know that Vic works his ass off. So balance a little more. I know you've been doing some fun stuff, but bring a little more fun in. And enjoy your success. Look at where you were 2 years ago to where you are now. And I'm talking about finances. I'm talking about friends and family. I'm talking about who and what is in your life. And realize your wealth. And that's what the nine of balls is asking you to do, is to how much you have to play with. Now, the hinder card, what can draw you back? The Six of Wands. Somebody's need to be victorious and right and at the top of their class. That is your drive to succeed. Now, you know as well as I do that you are a success, but you keep driving, you keep striving. You may be setting your own goals of victory and your own markers of success a little too high. Did you hang up on me?
No, I'm still here.
So about the health and about the meds, quit pushing yourself, enjoy yourself a little bit more, and stop doing the shit that's bad for you.
Well, what's the fun in that?
Don't make me come up there, Vic. You know that meat cleaver guy and I are like this.
Yeah, well, I think he's more on my side than yours.
Probably. Was that good, baby?
Oh, yes. Thank you, dear.
Okay, love you.
Love you, too.
Yeah, and like Eric said, or my Yeti said, there's no hold. So if I'm talking to somebody, it'll just ring. But the minute somebody hangs up, call in quick. And tell me who you are, since I obviously can't understand names. There's no caller ID on this. Now y'all know my secret. No, I really don't know who anybody is. Which is just sad.
We got a caller on the line, Arwen.
Yay, who is it?
It's Chris.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Another person I know, y'all.
I'm good. How are you?
Our old home week this week. I'm good, sugar. You got a question for me?
I do have a question for you.
What's
So my question is, I'm considering a move, so I want to know what you think about that.
I've got a spare bedroom. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a central card about what's going on. We'll do a help and a hinder card.
Okay.
Well, it's the King of Swords, the King of Feathers. This is something about ideas and leading. You are looking to go somewhere that you feel more in charge, more valued for your mind, it's a more cerebral move than it is a heart move. It's not so much loading up and going to meet the next best love. It's more about going someplace that you're really attracted to and that really speaks to you. So this is an up here kind of thing. It's an analytical thing. And I'm trying to remember, you're a Libra, right?
Correct.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was right or not. So that makes sense, because Libras need to go what calls them here. What calls you here is good. What calls you by the heart is good. But if your mind isn't engaged, if you aren't excited up here, the rest of it really isn't going to flow for you. It's going to feel clunky. It's going to feel forced. So, but the King of Feathers, the King of Swords, is absolutely somebody who takes charge of their ideas and makes them happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is about you going somewhere where there's a job that puts you in a more supervisory position, take that. If that's part of it, that's absolutely a good thing. Now,
okay.
It's the Ten of Fish, the Ten of Cups. That's the card of happily ever after. That's very much an emotional card. I'm sorry, I'm moving the card around. Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
But you see the cat.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, the cat dancing with all the fish around. There's plenty. The cat doesn't have to worry. There's plenty for him. And I think that's what the message here is about the help, is that when you go to the place it calls you on a mental level,
mm-hmm.
you're going to have the emotional piece fall in. This card is often showed as the happy couple, the child, the white picket fence. I mean the whole 9 yards of the happily ever after. So this move could be very good. Now here's the drawback. Here's what's holding you back. Somebody has to make plans and draw lists and write everything out and plot it all the way to the end. It's the Three of balls again. That's pentacles. That's coins. This is the card of somebody who's planning and writing things out and not willing to take a risk until you have looked at every stinking angle 15 times.
Of course.
Love you, Libras. For God's sakes, make a decision. But I think that's kind of what's going on. You've got this hope, this mental thing. But what's holding you back is have I looked at every possible bad thing that could happen? No, you haven't, and you'll never be able to, because the universe likes a well-planned trip. It gives them a reason to put a banana peel in your way. So leave a little room for error. I think that over-plotting and over-planning and overthinking this one may be your drawback in this one. So you may want to, if it engages your mind, head for it, babe.
Okay, cool.
And if it brings you south, that'll make me happy.
Yeah. That's a plus. All right. Thank you, Arwen.
You're welcome,
All
sweetie.
Right.
Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye.
Okay, we've got a little under 20 minutes left, so I'll take another couple of these. While we're waiting, I think somebody in the chat room wanted a reading. So, I see. Oh, draw Vic. Now I know who you are, Vic. Okay. Let's see. Monkey, are you still here? Okay. I'm going to do a reading for my friend Monkey. He swears that he's a Hellcat, but he's a monkey. What's your question, baby? Post it in the chat room because I'm reading there for you. Tell Griff to hold on. I'll do Monkey and then I'll grab Griff. Monkey, are you typing? Okay. Bit rocky at home. Okay, let's take a look and we'll do that real quick. And like I said, I know almost everybody in the chat room right now, so being real open about that. Austin, Texas Hellcat and I work together. And he's really one of my favorite people at work, but don't tell him that. The Eight of Plants, the Eight of Wands. This is about somebody who wants to go and get and leave. There's a lot of activity going on here. I don't know if you can see this or not, because I can't see my little facey thing out there. So this is about movement. This is about fast, passionate energy. It's activity. I don't know if it's somebody else, but there's movement. There's something that needs to go, somebody that wants to be in a different place. The Eight of Plants, the Eight of Wands is very much about relocating and getting gone. Okay? The next card, the Help card, the Two of Fish, very much a partnership card, very much a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the heart card. You may need to sit down and have a real one-on-one with the other person in your life, if that's where things are rocky, and really say, if that's what you want, lay it on the table. Put it out there, put it down right there. That's what I need, that's what I want, that's what I'm willing to do, and this is how far I'm willing to go with you. And put that out there. And it may be that somebody has, I get feelings of fear and not so much, but same old, and it's like, can't have that. And I don't know your birth sign, Monkey, I'm sorry. But if one of you is a Sagittarius, travel, learn, get more mental passion going on, the stuff that keeps both of these going. What's going to hinder you? A repeat of the Ten of Feathers. Now, that's really interesting to me. When I have a card that shows up again, often that's a double whammy. And what that means is this is the card of taking on too much and doing too much. And it's Ten of Swords. Traditionally, this card shows somebody on the ground with swords stabbed in them. The kicker is why did the person lay down in the first place? So feeling defeated, if you're feeling like just done and laying out and giving up, not the right time for that. Don't allow that kind of mental energy to suck you down into that drain. So work on that too. Look at this card again. Really see this. See, very balanced. There's love. This is a card of the lovers. It's a card of partnership and togetherness. That's the help card. So focus on that. Focus on what brought you together. Focus on what makes you there. And don't lay down. Don't roll over. Okay. Now I think that we have Griff calling in next, and I see Valentina called in. Yeah, we'll do after I do Griff. We'll do Miss Valentina. So Griff, are you calling? Kath? Yeah, sure, monkey. I kind of like this where I get to talk and nobody else does. Ha ha ha. Yakety yak yak. Whatever, Vic.
One ringy dingy, two ringy dingy.
Hello, cousin.
How's it going, dear?
It's going great. Now, y'all, I actually don't know Griff other than online. This is the first time I've ever talked to Griff. And I say cousin because we share a family name down the line. What's your question, honey?
I'm working on getting my stuff going as a shaman, and I'm getting stuff going because I want to start a desktop publishing company. And I need help on which is which and which first, and
okay.
just well, kind of the basics.
Okay. Well, we get the lovely, lovely Queen of Feathers. She was today's card, the Queen of Swords. And this is the woman that, you'll love this answer, mental. This is head stuff. I would say this is shaman stuff first. It could be the publishing because that is a communications. So if your shaman stuff is going to be something you want to publish and you want to do desktop publishing with, then aim for that. But the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Feathers, actually says you can do it both. It actually says you don't have to make a either or choice here. You've got this going on that you can, boom, get really focused and make things happen. We'll do help and hinder next. This is the help card. The lovers. Well, I don't have to tell you what that means. That's your partnership, and this is also more than another person. It's how you feel about yourself, and it's your self-confidence and how you love you and love the work you do. That's really important here. The love that you have for the work that you do and the calling, because what you do isn't just, you don't do it just because there's a gap, somebody should pick it up. You can't do anything else. You're driven to do this. I almost get this sense of you with a buffalo behind you, like pushing, supporting, and making sure you move forward. You can't go back because you run into the buffalo, right? You got to go forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now let's look at the hinder card. It's a feather. It's another sword. You're not a Gemini, are you?
No, Scorpio.
Oh, that's my moon sign. Belated happy birthday then. The Two of Swords talks about exactly what you just said. It's the decision-making card. It's the either-or card. And that's hindering you because you're worried that it's an either-or. It's not. It's an and.
Okay. That's sweet. Now I just need to figure out how to put it all together.
I think you need to look at the buffalo and figure out that you can only go forward.
Yep.
I think that's a big thing, is that you can only go forward. You cannot go backwards. So
put my head into the wind like the big old buffs do and get going.
Yep, keep it going. That's exactly what you're doing. Thank you, baby. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you much. Bye-bye.
Now, I know that Valentina needed a question, and Virago, did you need one too? I just saw Virago felt muted. Aw. Nobody puts Virago in the corner. Oh, now they're talking about duck faces. I weep for the world. Yes, Valentina, please. You'll be talking about ducks soon, Virago.
It's a tough crowd, Arwen. That's a tough crowd.
I didn't call you a buffalo, Miss Kath, my Texas self. Thank you, Virago. I believe that Valentina is calling us now. And this will have to be the last one, y'all, because we're right up to the edge of the time limit. So, but thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you showed up. And don't forget to show up next week.
Right up to the edge of the time limit. So, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
And Valentina, if you could mute your computer. Valentina, if you could mute your computer.
Oh, sorry. This technology stuff, I just stink at this. Okay. All right, it's muted.
Hey, sweetie, what's your question?
Okay. And I can't really hear you now. That's awesome. Should I type my question? Oh, no, now I can. Now I can. Okay, great. Yeah, we just came out of Mercury retrograde. I'm still having issues. Great.
Oh, and the shadow grade is still kicking our ass.
Uh-huh.
What's up with
you? I just wanted to, support you by participating. And so here's a question. How will the next couple of months be for me?
Okay.
How will I feel about the next couple of months of my life? November, December, early January.
Well, the first card we get up is the Four of Wands, the Four of Plants. I have to switch over so I can see if the card's being shown or not. And that's a card of stability. That's a card of really having some rock solid walls and foundations. Maybe it can be a card of celebrations. If I believe you're already in a partnership. Valentina is somebody I know y'all just on the internet. She's an incredible tarot reader herself, so I may be a little nervous.
Sweetie. Oh.
But we're looking at the Four of Wands, and that's stability. The next couple of months are really going to have you putting in some even deeper roots and stronger foundations. It doesn't feel like barriers to me. It feels more like a pavilion building, like you're going to be saying, okay, I'm tired of going to y'all come to me a little more, and changing that flow to come towards you rather than you having to go out and go all these different ways. So it's more about stabilizing.
That is so right on. You have no idea.
Well, let's look at what's going to help and what's going to hinder that energy. Helping that injury? Wow. Energy, I hope it's not an injury, is the page. It's the Page of Wands. So that's the person in your life who is the student, who's the student of passion, the student of life. And it may be the piece of you that really likes to learn and dig and get deeper into stuff. If you're not working on some written piece of work, you really focus on it.
I am writing a book, yes. So
okay,
very good.
Because there's a lot of growth around that, and it looks like you're writing about something that's about bringing life back into something, like regrowing something, revitalizing.
Yep.
Like gentrification of old ways. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the energy I get.
Perfect sense. Perfect. Exactly right.
And the hinder card, well, it's the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Bowls. It's the Gardener card. It's that part of you that keeps saying, I haven't done enough, I haven't worked enough, I haven't...
Do you know me?
No, but maybe, I think you're just down the road from me.
Yeah.
So, but what we have here is plants, wands, 2 wands. Those are the energy card and the help card. And the drawback card is the earth over planner, just like Vic had, was it Vic? No, it was Chris. Too much planning. Yours is more about pausing and thinking, have I researched that enough? Have I looked into that enough? Have I read every book on that I can? Let it flow, and it's going to be fine. If you overwork your garden, you wear the earth out.
Right.
So it may be time to rotate crops.
Yep. That's very good. What a great reading.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really glad you showed up.
Well, you did a great job. It was terrific.
Thank you. Love you.
I love you too.
And she's going, oh my God, she said she loved me.
You're great. Talk to you soon.
Bye, sweetie. And that is something I do tell people. I know that I love them because I actually do. There are people in the world that I don't have energy for. That's okay. But thank you so much for joining me on my first inaugural You Never Know. Find me on Facebook at Tarot by Arwen 1. That's with the number 1. I'll post about the upcoming shows and who's going to be on. And like I say, you never know who I might get. I've got a BDSM author that I'm trying to get her to come on. I may need to be more submissive. I don't know. And if you're a writer, please check out my 33 Days to Finishing Your Book. That's bit.ly/33writes. I'll put that even in here if I can think about how to get it in there. Interpretive dance. There is no interpretive dance in chat. And that really is You Never Know Lynch. So what I want to find out tonight is, what are y'all looking for? What do you want from a show with me? You can tell me in the chat room. You can email me at readings@tarotbyarwen.com. And let's talk about what you want. I'm going to have authors on. I'm going to be doing readings for their characters. I have a line on with a really fabulous paranormal author who is thinking about coming on. She's not used to Skype, so we'll have to do some test runs with her first. But we have so many different ways we can go, right? We can go to Arwen talks about writing. Arwen talks about tarot. Arwen talks about whatever the hell she wants to. Oh, that's right, I can cuss. So I'll let you, the audience, help me decide what we're going to do. Tonight, we'll talk a little bit about the writing. I do want you to know about the writing because I use tarot for writing. So I have an e-course to show you how to take the hero's journey a la Joseph Campbell, couldn't think of his last name, and Christopher Vogler, who is a contemporary writer who has also taken the hero's journey as done by Joseph Campbell and translated it for writers. And I've used both of their work and translated it through tarot. And I've got a 33-day course right now that shows up in your inbox every morning and shows you step by step how to do this and how to finish your book. I've got some folks using it for NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. And we have a lot more now. We have National Crochet Month, National Knit Month.
Broadcasting.
Everybody, welcome to You Never Know, hosted by Arwen Lynch. That's me. Thanks for joining me. Tonight we're just going to be doing a hodgepodge, really, of who I am, what I do, and I may be doing some readings at the end, and we'll just see how that all goes. I see some people that I know down in the chat room, so hi y'all. I am Arwen Lynch, repetitive, but I style myself a professional joy seeker. And every day, if you follow me, you will hear me say or see me say, seek joy, y'all. And I really mean it. I've been reading tarot since 1980-81. It was right in the month of December that I had my first reading. It was actually by my friend Kate, who I believe is in the chat room right now. So you can blame her for all of this. She started it. National Art Journal Month, lots of folks doing national stuff. So, but my course, you can find it at bit.ly 33write. That's WRITE. So, if you're interested in it, go check it out. If you're not interested in it, go check it out. What can I say? Do you want to learn how to read tarot? Do you want like lessons where I have another tarot reader on and we talk about how to learn tarot, get you involved? Is that what you're looking for? So there's a lot of things that we can do, right? Now somebody says they can't see me, the video. Reload, Evan, reload. Monkey says reload. But I would love to share with you how I read. I do it on an intuitive level. I'm not a by-the-book tarot reader. I'm not a by-the-book much of anything, to be honest with you. So I look at cards and what's the story they tell me? And then I give that to my client. I'll tell people that I am a tarot conversationalist. And that's what I think of as tarot. It's telling the story that the cards tell me, and then I give that to my clients. And I read via Skype. I read over the phone. I read in person. I don't always read with my hands like this. They're talking about me in the chat room that I do have quite a few decks. I have almost 300, not 11,000. So if you have a favorite deck or want to see a deck, let me know. If I have it, I can pull it out and show it to you on the next chat that we do. And I'll be doing these every Monday night. That is your only warning. So what do you need from me? That's my question for you in this first 10 minutes of me babbling at you. Like I said, I will have guests on so that we have a little more interaction. Want to learn? If you go to my website, you can sign up for a newsletter. I send it out once a month, and yes, I do send it out more than once a month sometimes if I want to tell you something like, hey, I'm going to be on the internet, so like I did yesterday. Probably won't do that every week. I expect that y'all know when a Monday is, so I won't need to tell you it's Monday again. But want to learn? Go sign up for my newsletter. You get a free ebook. It's about 30 pages. It has 3 different things. How to do a tarot journal. It talks about how to intuitively learn tarot, and it's how I teach tarot. It's a morning and night kind of lesson, and it's how you learn the cards based on how you see symbols. And then you layer in other stuff on like what the card really means. One of the things I always tell people when you're trying to learn tarot, it's really important to understand that just like a commercial on TV, we started reading with a thought deck, and Kate gave me a deck because I thought it was really cool, right? This was a few years ago. But the thought deck didn't speak to me the way it spoke to Kate, and I thought, well, I'm no good at this. So it took me another year or two to find a deck that I worked with that really connected with me up here. And that's, if you want to be a reader, that's what you need to find. Don't worry so much about which deck is the right deck. Find the deck that speaks to you. And then you're going to be going really well, because the minute you've got something that speaks to you, your voice comes out. And you'll hear me talk a lot about voice, because I'm also a writer. I'm a published fiction author. My best friend Kay and I write as Mary Lou Mann, and you can find us online by just searching Mary Lou Mann with 2 N's. We're pretty easy to find. We write naughty books. So if you like paranormal with a heavy slice of naughty, check it out. We do some contemporary as well. Let's see what else we need to talk about in the beginning. I'm Southern, in case you couldn't tell. I know it's hard to tell with my accent that I might be from New York, but I'm not. This is my first show as a host on Penn, so I'm really excited about it. I want to say thanks to Eric and everybody in the Penn family for having me on and joining the Mistresses of Monday. It's kind of a big title to live up to. I'll need a whip and some really cool boots. Or is it not that kind of mistress? Well, you never know.